Yeah. So hopefully YouTube could be like, hey, there we go, finally. Dang, YouTube just wants to be a pain in the butt, but we finally are live. And oh, what's up, Coral? Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, there we go. So now I got YouTube going, YouTube chat working fine, so I can see everyone if you type in on YouTube. So super dope. It's been going good, Coral, to answer your question. Today's been a real chill day to me, because this is my Saturday for work, so I've been kind of relaxing. And honestly, the fact that I got a couple chores done, but I'm taking it easy for the most part, I'm realizing, hey, you know, maybe we need to encourage that more siesta type days where you can just sit back and relax. Ooh, we got another session of D&D in about 50 minutes. Ooh, super exciting. You gotta let me know how that goes, okay? Make sure to let me know how that goes, because I want to see if they if there are any more spiral wraiths coming after them, you know? Any more trouble with pissing off Acnologia, you know? I want to hear all about it. Because I love hearing the stories. What did I want to do? Oh, yeah, I wanted a screenshot. So I was going to go... I want to do like the meme where I point back. I guess I can't really do it. I'll just do like a face. If I remember it right... Here, if I go to settings, I should be able to pull up the hotkeys for... I have to get good at this. Insert. Okay. Cancel. If I go... Okay, I figured it out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. For the thumbnail. Alright, we're gonna go back. There's a cool new consequence if you manage to take down a spiral wraith, which is kind of cool. Oh, that's sick, dude. Dude, yeah, no, I can't wait to hear all about it then. Yeah, what is it? Like, if you take one down, you get anti-spiral abilities or something like that. That would be cool. Give me one moment, guys. I'm just... I'll say Skirk time. And what I love to do is I actually... So I got really good at screenshotting images. Like, really good. There we go. There we go. Hey. And then all I gotta do is PNG a Skirk. You also gain their plan. Alright. It's called Inheritance, and it's basically because you killed a being of pure magic, every creature or person you kill or injure severely, you gain their guilt and unresolved feelings. Whoa. You also gain their pain and the scar to prove it. Oh, wait. So it's a bad thing if you take down a spiral wraith. It's not a good thing. Boop, boop, boop. What if I make this image better? Because you guys want to see what I'm doing? You guys want to see what I'm doing? I'll show you. I'll show you some of the meat and potatoes going on here. Yeah, let me do this because I feel like you guys should be let in on what I'm doing here. Normal stream, and let's actually turn off Genshin and turn on this. Boom! I'm making a thumbnail. That's such a dorky face too. Unfortunately, it's not like the greatest, so I gotta do like a better thumbnail. I gotta be like, hold on. Let's do a fun one, okay? Let's go. Like that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Is that how you do it? That's hawking. You also get, it's like how there's a consequence to killing a unicorn. Okay. So that's how it works then, right? Number plus. Oh, okay. We got this. We got this. We got this. We're working out the kinks, okay? Go. I love doing thumbnails, dude. It's so funny. There we go. There we go. Let's throw this bad boy on. Aha. That's more like the streamer YouTube pipeline that I like. That's more like it. Maybe not as high. It's like that, like right there. And then throw this bad boy in. I'll show you my thumbnail process, guys. There we go. And then I could just be like, okay, this is gone. There's also a plus if you want to show you how you make decent enough thumbnails. Maybe later. This is not even a thumbnail. Like, I've done better. This is more of a, this is my stream thumbnail. So it's kind of like a last minute thing. I think it's fun if like I'm that guy who just does thumbnails on stream. Like, this should be my, like, this is my low quality. I'm not looking for like perfection here. This is what's supposed to be like low quality thumbnail making. Let's go layers. Also, I love Canva to death. People don't. I love Canva because it's so easy. So easy to do thumbnails here. Now all I gotta do is just turn Skirk just a little bit. Just a little bit there. There we go. And then, oh, to like icing on the cake, this is my favorite thing too to do every time I do a thumbnail is I just grab one of these guys right here, just a line. I go like bottom right here, all the way to the top. This is my craftsmanship right here. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, up here. Kind of like move it so it's like right there. Yeah, like right about there. I touch that line and I just boom. Look at that. And then maybe add, make it white. It's like a fun. Maybe it's a little too thick. I don't want to be like way too thick. Make it white. And then I personally like to do this. I do white and then I actually go, I sort of duplicate it. So this line, duplicate. And then all I do, it's very simple. Boom. And then I just invert. Aha, there we go. I think it's a pretty good thumbnail, especially for a stream. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah, who's that streamer who does thumbnails on stream? That's kind of funny. Okay, edit image. Let's do a fun one. Wait, no, I know what to do. I know what to do for this one. Also, there's also a plus. You can get like 0.1% chance to gain a title called Spiral Monarch, solo leveling inspired. Oh yeah, the Monarch thing, I'm like, yeah, that's solo leveling straight from there. And it basically gives you 50% more damage with spiral attacks. Ooh, nice. So it's like a plus and a pro and a con. You get nerfed, but you also get buffed. So yeah, oh my gosh, look at all this fun stuff right here. All my fun thumbnails I've worked on in the past. But I'm looking for a specific type here, okay? Oh, there's Paimon. Lots of anime stuff. Yeah, lots of anime stuff for sure. All my fairy tale thumbnails. Here, I'm gonna switch screens real quick. I need to find the red lights. You know what I mean? Like the to make it more like perfect. I just need to do that. Oh my goodness. No, not that. Back. All the way down. Where are my red eyes? How many thumbnails have I made? Oh my goodness. The more I keep going down, I'm like, I remember all this. It's crazy. Okay, I think we're near the end. Wait, what? Did I skip it? Where are the red eyes? Oh, there we go. I got blue eyes. I guess I can change the color though. Let's make it red. And let's make it yellow. There we go. We can go back. Okay, this is a pretty decent stream thumbnail. And then all I gotta do is flip horizontally. And then how about we do a vertical one? Let's do a fun one, okay? We're gonna go like this. I don't know. I kind of like it like this. This is my process, by the way, in case you're wondering on how I make thumbnails. No. Or how about this? I have an idea. Shrink this a little bit. Aha! There we go. And then the only thing I would change about this thumbnail, because everything is perfect, right? Is I would just go like this. Make it a little bit blurry. There we go. All right. And then all I gotta do is Of course, download this baby. Yeah, I really need to make better thumbnails, like actually put a little bit of effort in. So maybe before I do every stream, I just make a thumbnail with you guys. That'd be fun, right? Because a part of the process for my YouTube crowd. Because YouTube, everyone's like small attention span. That's why I like Twitch. Dune. Aha. Okay. We're good. We're good. All right. Now we can get started. Okay, guys. Now the stream can begin. Awesome. So, welcome back. I know. I went back to my ex. This is Genshin Impact. I still do find some enjoyment from this game. I'm just going to flip sides. There we go. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to stream some Genshin Impact. We just dropped Skirk 2 today. Or it was like yesterday. So I was like, okay, we're making a whole stream. So we could do a story quest. And depending on if we like it or not, we can pull for Primo gems. And if you want, check this out. I have, look how much Primo gems I have. Primos, look at that. You can't see because it's the game. Fun. Let's go like this then. Cool. Now you're able to see my mouse. Okay, cool. Let's do that then. Look. Over here. All this right here. Yeah. I have a lot saved up. So if we purchase 164, look how many rolls we get. We get 200. That's 20 pulls. That's crazy. Now, this is only if... Here's the thing. We're only going to get Skirk if I like her story quest. If I don't, and I don't like her gameplay, we will not be doing it. That's the thing I said. Because I could easily spend it on Shen He, who I have been leveling up like crazy, okay? Like level 90, leveling up her weapon here. All her artifacts are fully leveled up. I don't have her constellations. I could do that. Yeah. There's some other things I need to work on, but yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's check mail. Nice, nice. All right, let's do it. We're doing Skirk. And that sounds so wrong.
You feeling okay? We've been traveling all over lately, so maybe you come down with something. That's it. We're getting Baiju to check you over.
Ooh. Okay, so I guess we're going back to Leeway. I can't believe I skipped over Leeway. That's interesting. That's interesting. We're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so you can't hear the game audio. Cool, I could just do one. Awesome. Well, real quick, actually, let me do this. Yeah, so you at least have the game. Oh, why'd I jump off? Why'd I do that to myself? Makes it easier if I just stay up here. And I hope I don't drop frames. Also, I've been leveling her up because apparently she's actually really good as a DPS. So I've been trying to level her up lately, including her weapon. So that's also kind of on my bucket list right now. Also, I think it's funny that Skirk trained Child, so it'll be interesting to see.
Baiju wasn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Oh, also the big thing with the whole like striking and stuff, there are new voices. I think that's the new voice for Paimon.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome.
Okay, Baizu is voiced.
For you.
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days. He has these huge dark circles around his eyes.
I don't mind Paimon's new voice.
And he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he...
Also, here's the thing. I also want to move this real quick.
Is he sick?
All right, let's do this. Uh-oh. Do not want to do that. I'm going to shrink this. There we go. Group. I'll move this down here because then you can see more of the screen, I think. That's like better. Or actually, should we do the top left right here? I think that's better, right? Yeah, especially for Genshin. Yeah, there we go. Much better. I guess it could be...
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint.
I mean, we did have health problems. It was just in, what was it? Sumeru, right?
Okay. Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain.
Yeah, it's like the void stuff, so it clearly can't be detected, right?
Hence my concern.
Yep.
A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case...
Yep, that's exactly what I said. Because if Skirk is involved, it means something else is happening.
Come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
Huh? What do you mean,
Ooh.
non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic...
Yeah, you could tell it's a different voice for Paimon, but it's going to take a little bit getting used to it, you know?
Fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time.
I've seen my fair share of mental afflictions. To start, some calming incense, a good night's sleep, and a good meal will do you a world of good.
Changsheng and I will review the relevant...
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have... Well, I'll just get some rest.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna quickly just switch my character, because if we're talking about the traveler here, I want to be in like, yeah,
This world is full of
OG traveler animo mode. There we go. And actually, let's do this too. I'm going to, so we see more of the screen. We'll mute chat for a sec. Whoa. Something pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back, but there's no blood. There's a strange light coming from the wound. I see this familiar looking spike retreating back into the darkness. Deep inside, I feel part of me is missing, and now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. What does that mean? Is Paimon talking to me? Okay, cool. We're good. I'm just double checking on a couple things real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Cool.
Rise and shine. For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling
Paimon.
What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep?
No, it's something got taken from us.
Nothing there. Okay, don't panic.
So who are we going to go to next? Like, what's the chain event where we eventually meet Skirk again? You know what I mean? You and Paimon head to Wan Min restaurant, sensing something isn't right. Paimon orders a bunch of dishes to cheer you up. Oh, okay.
What? So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back? Huh?
Yep.
Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning.
I don't know what to make of it. Maybe it's a very lifelike dream.
Decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up. Or,
Yeah, Paimon. Thank you.
Something is missing.
Oh, is it Yelan or Shenhe?
did you just say something?
I think it's Shenhe, right? Because that's part of the banner. Or Skirk. Oh! Oh!
Dissolved. The mind will wither away along with it.
Why'd you show up out of nowhere? What?
Wait! Paimon remembers you! Your child's master! Skirk?
It's Skirk Paimon.
Right! What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wan Min restaurant of all places? You came here looking
That's crazy. She just showed up.
You the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Hmm? Oh, of course. Coming right
Dang, she's rude.
on in-house. It's not too strong.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled taco.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy. I would have
Shenhe's on vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence.
People hate her design. I think her design's pretty cool.
Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up.
Why are you
I was
here?
investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Neither of those things sound good.
Yeah, Skirk seems to know something, and given her strength, I bet she can tell what happened to me.
Well, should we trust her?
What do you think, Paimon?
An abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out.
Not short on notice.
Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told it,
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
What I saw was a dark place shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse. You give Skirk a brief description of your dream.
so that's all we know, Miss Skirk.
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left...
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared.
Yeah, she just vanishes. That's crazy. She just showed up in Leeway.
Hold on.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
we didn't.
Wait, what?
Lady who came and sat with us,
You sure? I could.
Dang, so she just phases in and out of existence. That explains a lot.
What What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogen?
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her?
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. Coming!
That's so weird.
What was going on there? It's like they did. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated. Oh, this
Yeah, don't be gaslit, Paimon. Boop.
What's the hurry?
Yeah, I'd probably fast travel. That'd be easier, right? So far, okay, so far, Skirk, it's funny. I was like, how are we going to meet Skirk? And then Skirk just shows up. It's like, okay. Yeah, I am worried about... So the next thing I want to do after, of course, we do or do not pull for Skirk, is I want to tackle the Archon quest. But the problem is it's not voiced. So I'm like, oh, really?
town's doing here?
Like, Dainsleif is not voiced, and I'm sad about that.
Looks like they're collecting something. Let's go check it out.
Wait, are there Rift Hounds in Leeway?
You can't run.
That's kind of strange. Okay, I am definitely dropping frames now. Oh my goodness.
Fortune preserver.
This one will be frozen in time. Cool it.
Yeah. Good thing I have my healer on me.
Dodge this.
Judgment.
Don't get frostbite.
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
There we go. Uh-oh.
So, this is what they were collecting.
God Remains?
What is...
I remember God
The
Remains.
moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God Remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you... real? She's definitely not a ghost traveler.
Paimon poked her after you let the rest on down. Acted like you were never there.
Balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased.
Oh, okay.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world.
Oh, that's crazy.
People have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay. Where were we? Right. The God Remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? In our experience, God Remains are 100% bad.
Yeah, they are always bad news.
A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken.
Like, part of my soul was taken.
Traveler, you aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed. Something
Ooh,
similar
okay.
happened in Sumeru. Within the span of
Oh,
one
Sumeru
year,
drop.
countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing.
What? In the
Of
desert?
course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Okay, lore drop.
You mean the stars?
Mm-hmm. 42 of them have died out in the past. 2
What?
months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even
Conria drop? What?
their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation. Yet now, something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you.
Ooh, okay.
Fragment of your soul. But next time, no.
Because we're a descender, right?
All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern.
I want to know who the enemy is then.
And yours could easily be crushed if you go up. We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Yeesh. You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the Primordial Sea. So cool. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Oh.
Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon.
Paimon's always on site for certain people. Like, all the trash talking that gets us in trouble is literally coming from Paimon every single time. Has anyone else noticed that?
Let's follow her and see what sort of...
Okay, I want to change my party setup before we enter or do anything. So this is my favorite party comp right here. I'm gonna flex it right now.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
There we go. There we go. Let's go in. Okay.
Whoa.
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
Seems more like somewhere in the abyss.
I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this
Ajax?
place, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something.
I'm glad they put that in there for everyone who like just completely forgot, including me.
So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power.
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time.
Oh, smart.
We just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you plan to learn?
I'm kind of at odds with the abyss.
All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister. And that abyss...
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too.
Ooh.
One day you gain the power to control them. What was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal.
Oh, is that what
I'll
Skirk
respect
is?
Your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option. A little abyss crystal that contains my power.
Whoa.
Head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Dream?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you with dream mirroring. Every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment.
Huh. You made it
So all I need to do is wait.
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding. Like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him?
Do as you want. For my part, you're already a pretty good fighter. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no...
Oh, she moves fast. So, the last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh, feels like a lifetime ago. Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the
Yeah.
narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe
I don't know who her master is though, right? Whoa.
Ready? Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing will start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master G.
Oh, Kaya name drop.
Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka.
Naming all the sword masters.
Like you sparred with a bunch of them too, right?
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to use the human body as an analogy. Your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones.
Okay.
That's where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy.
Understood.
Introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques. And only then will you get the full utility out of it.
Wait, Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that
Wait.
even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Okay, we did it. Okay, cool. Oh no. Oh my gosh, why is this so stressful?
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler.
Why do I have to do 900? Okay, thank goodness. I was gonna say. Oh, finally. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
All right, we have one more set of training, and then we can move on. Good thing I switched to Animo. It's helping me a lot. Oh, it's a race against time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I have 10 more, 10 more, 10 more. Okay, we got it, we got it. Easy, easy.
This moment will be frozen in time.
There's Kaya.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
I see eternity go by in an instant. The autumn leaves of single leaf. Question the ages.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body.
'Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
Ring cutter.
Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Whoa. That's kind of cool seeing like everything come together, you know?
Looks like you...
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As
Exhausted.
I'll be doing the same very soon. Sometimes you have to practice a single movement 1 million, maybe 10 million times before the breakthrough moment comes. Nothing in the outside world can help you in this process. The most important thing is to remain patient.
Where's the makeshift? Over here? I like the music, by the way. Yeah, Skirk seems cool. She's a little straight-laced compared to the rest of the cast of Genshin, but I think that's fine. Like a little too serious sometimes. Ooh, so this is her inner world.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
What?
He's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me.
Young Skirk?
Talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
I'm assuming that's like the whale and then the dragon.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is gonna be hungry when she gets back.
I'm out. Whoa. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. The weather is wonderful today.
The stars shimmer high above, mountains as far as the eye can see, an endless snowy plain, or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said. I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore.
Yeah, you can tell that she's beyond the stars probably, right? Yeah, session about to be ready in 15 minutes. Now all I had to do is a little prep. Ooh, nice. Coral. Sorry, I'm toggling back and forth because I'm paying attention to the story, but yeah. That's awesome. Have
I'm sick, but for now.
Huh? What's over there? Something's going on?
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming! Run!
Eliminate the threat.
Take him down.
Don't be scared.
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders.
What the hell?
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink. Showed you the best our home has to offer. Gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from Upper Command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured,
Upper
sir, we
Command?
have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Is this on Devat or is this like somewhere else? Like, is there another faction going on?
Only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot
Uh-oh.
the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now,
Beast?
the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a...
This is like an interesting way to showcase Skirk's backstory, though. It smells like something's burning. What's going on?
Dad? Mom? Skirk, you're all right? Thank heaven.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back.
Damn, so that's why she's so serious, because she has to like leave.
This is the place. Alert all units.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can plug a tune. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
Damn. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
You're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. This time, the focus is elemental energy.
I wonder if we're gonna get a buff for completing this. That'd be dope.
Man, stick no day and no, well, except for the fact.
See, now I want to know what happened. It's making me ask more questions. I will say the last line was kind of corny, just a little bit. But then she started singing and I'm like, okay, no, it's fine.
It's divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental.
Natural energy.
But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power.
Okay, different source of power.
Yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master,
Okay.
Certology, is a true expert.
Certology.
After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners.
Ooh. Certology, that's her master.
The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
Almost seems related to cryo in some way. There's something familiar about the power you use.
Clean observation, call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature.
Okay, so are all abyssal power gonna be cryo related then?
If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
Abyssal power doesn't assume you have the ability to purify.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear. Just
What are you trying to say?
let's focus on your elemental training. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up. So, it's time to...
Sir told you. I wonder if he's going to be playable in the future.
Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Oh, are we going to go through all the elements? Okay, 1 of 2 done. Oh, I think we're gonna go through all the... Oh no, we're gonna go through all the elements except for cryo. That's what's gonna happen, right? Oh boy. That's gonna be so fun. I hope we could speedrun this. Because then if that's what happens, I could see a lot of people complaining about this story quest. If it's straight up, we have to do like these lessons over and over again. Okay, training round complete. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. We didn't have to do that.
Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Okay, we just skipped all the way to Hydra. I think we're okay.
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Water jet! Water jet! Go!
Uh-oh. Whoopsies. I'm assuming this is training because it's going to be harder, right? Because we're actually going to fight a boss that's going to... I'm assuming the boss is going to be like this, right? Yeah, hopefully that's it, right? Okay, cool. Awesome.
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means
Ooh, yes.
need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Wait, are we gonna be able to wield all of the elemental abilities? Dude, how overpowered will we be?
Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements.
How long has it been this time?
You lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength. Get some rest.
And final stage after that. So I'm assuming once we go back to the campsite, we're gonna have another dream sequence where we're gonna learn more about Skirk. Yeah, I know a lot of people are gonna complain because it's just a back and forth. This is a training arc. Wait a second. This whole story quest is a training arc. So the payoff is, I think, what's gonna like seal the deal for whether it's a good quest or not, based on a lot of things. You know what I mean? Yeah. It reminds me of Sumeru's story quest, Archon quest, where it's like a lot back and forth. of like doing like random things. I guess we have to learn what happened to her after, you know?
What is the secret to power?
Sir, I told you. What?
Longing.
The foul.
Hatred. Self-preservation. No. It is the fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
Okay. Ow, it hurts.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead.
But, Master, I can barely lift this sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my...
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing.
Damn.
I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone. After all, bones can always be reset.
That's crazy. I can't breathe. Explains why she's so powerful, though.
Good, Skirk. Once again, you survived.
Cold.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion.
Oh no.
That makes you weak. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face.
Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to
Are we gonna fight the foul? I want to know if we are gonna fight our master.
whenever you are. So, what the heck?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
From your training so far, you have gained better command. That's only part of it. Now, it's time to... Ready?
Oh!
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near just like your sister.
What?
You still don't know what happened to her.
Hey, no fair!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice.
Are you describing yourself?
Oh, but you don't. You can choose your own path. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Okay, so we just have to avoid getting hit by her. Oh, shoot.
Go!
Okay.
Water jet.
Okay, she's firing.
Water jet.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness. I was running out of time. I was like, uh-oh. Pain. Shoot, shoot, pew, 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 pew.
Water jet. Go. Water jet.
There we go. Uh-oh.
Not bad. Better than I expected.
Oh, thank goodness. This is like so stressful.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want to...
I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that's irrelevant to battle, isn't relevant to battle. I guess it's the same thing. But I think I'm pretty far from having full control over my emotions.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak.
Stop. Let's pause here. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how...
Skirk is right. Now that I've stopped all the motions I'm suppressing or rushing back to the surface.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, you managed to push past your limits, which is a good start.
Cool. Now we have to track down who's like what kind of person would be enemies with Skirk, you know? Okay, what's over here?
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever.
Oh, is that why she has what is it? The starry pattern on her arms and legs, because she lost that, which would be pretty metal, you know? Shut up, Indomitable, I don't care.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire?
How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars.
Yeah, so she comes from a different planet then, right?
Grown up. Then I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run! Skirk! Run!
Let's see here. First things
Oh.
you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return. Although it might
Alice is that from that one event, right?
I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every
She's part of the witches, right? I think.
never a bad. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Okay, so we're getting a little bit more lore. So Skirk is not from this world. She's a descender like me, I think, right?
You're awake! You must be starving, right?
Then what the hell's Paimon then? Because they have kind of the same starry pattern, so it makes me seem like Paimon's also not from this world.
Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in, before it gets cold. Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk...
Let's save the chit chat.
Okay, it's Paimon.
Oh, and we can have a one-on-one talk with Skirk.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul. And our business. When
Thank you.
Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So you and I might never meet again, traveler. So if there's
Oh, we can ask her questions. Yeah, after spending time in Skirk's inner world and witnessing her memories, there are so many questions I ask, but the most important one is, are you really from Tevat?
I was expecting. What makes you?
Sorry I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I saw your memories.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So Skirk didn't share her memories with me on purpose. In fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. Wait, speaking of endless darkness, on my first time there, I saw a strange creature appeared.
Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised.
Is that her inner thoughts coming free to be like, hey?
It's been lacking as of late.
Yeah.
Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty good at that.
I'm from a different planet, and there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
Yep. Like me, you mean also a descender?
We're different in that respect.
Oh, really?
You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through.
Okay.
700 years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it.
So she's gonna leave. Dang. She's just here. That makes it interesting and more complicated too.
Become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to...
Wait, what?
That is my sole focus and purpose. Okay.
To defeat the foul series for her, I wonder what the certain reasons could be. Given how facts G blaze through the answer, doubt she wants to talk about it. One question which I ask.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that but it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Maybe we should take this opportunity to get Child some answers. You know Child is looking for you, right? Are you gonna let him see you?
His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me. So during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. And once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then.
That calm and calculated answer. It's like she's talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why I'm not buying it. She makes it seem like the decision has everything to do with Child and nothing to do with her. But what does she actually feel about it? The abyss is completely silent. This domain must be lonely after a while. Not to mention she's hundreds of years since she arrived into Vat. Even longer view how slowly time passes here.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with...
She never established a connection with this world. Was it really because she looked down on the weak? I doubt she'll give me a straight answer if I ask. Plus, I used up my 3 questions. She was happy to give me cold, hard facts, but I feel like I haven't heard her true voice.
Oh, and everything I just told you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We don't have to tell Paimon. Yeah, we do not have to tell Paimon.
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we headed?
Just...
No, I cut off Skirk. Ooh, what? Over here? What the heck? You know, it'd be crazy plot twist and would make up for this quest being kind of like tedious. Is if we had to fight Morax as the villain. He's the one who took our soul. That'd be crazy. Yeah, imagine Morax is like the big bad.
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind... Oh, but...
I will. Wait, is it because of that one quest where it's like, it was like fishy? Like something weird was going on? Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta try her out. Ooh.
Wipe out! Water jet!
She's all right. I mean, power-wise, she's all right. Apparently Hydro Traveler, if they're pairing them together, that means that's a good combo to have, you know? Yeah, that's fair, Paimon. Whoa. What? They're talking to her?
Let's press on.
That's crazy. What if it's her master that took it? I think this is the final stage.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place?
Is it actually her master?
This fog is making it impossible to see anything.
This should be the place where you were attacked, Trap. The missing part of your soul should be nearby.
Yes, but I know it's nearby.
Our opponent must have covered his track.
Hold on, look! The spikes are...
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow.
All right, who's the main villain here? Ooh. Whoa, okay, okay. Sit back. It's cool.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Whoa. Oh, am I gonna get like a bigger boost now that I have my full soul?
I got it back.
Wait, is that it?
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Guili Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power, whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have, namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
What? So you were his real target?
He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your, call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, I'll cope. Well, done.
I'll cope.
Good. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon...
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
Whoa.
Dares call him foul.
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew?
Just a little.
What?
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their... Keep calm and use reason.
Culprit is hiding somewhere beyond the fog. Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, we can guarantee. I think we should get out of here.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after you've got your soul fragment back. So we both got what we came for. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this...
Okay, so we're just retreating. We don't know who this person is.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should
I'm just running. I'm running.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
Yeah, I wonder who this, like, this is probably just a hinting at something bigger, right?
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse! So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate.
Okay, okay. I guess that was something. I hope it doesn't end now, because then that would be kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a lot of tedious work for like nothing. You know what I mean?
I no longer sense his presence. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place.
Oh, so he did steal our power. All devouring narwhal with its power managed to steal it from you of all people.
I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping, it's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Rivulet mentioned that it...
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state. So it was somewhat less it's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both... And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again...
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall...
But what if that monster finds... Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go, so, sticking with us for the time being...
Yeah, Paimon's right. You said we would only be... Well, I'm still am.
Then take this. A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide.
So are we... Yeah.
He'll know something about Master.
How's the shoulder?
It'll take time to recover my strength, of course. Oh, this. It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal energy is scarce in Tavad. Wearing this helps me access it more freely.
Oh, so that explains the different outfit.
That I can draw from. Found somewhere to rest.
All right, let's take her to the pharmacy. Yeah. Man, this is... Because here's the thing. There are Genshin haters.
Wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait, Baiju said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there.
That's a good idea, Paimon. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm expecting more from Genshin now because I've been playing Wuwa recently. Where, look, I don't want to... I'm not a shill. I'm not a hater. I'm just your average guy, okay, playing Genshin Impact. And I'm gonna be honest, if this ends now, it's gonna be kind of disappointed. Because there was a lot of, this is what a lot of people complain about with Genshin, and I can see it. Where there's a lot of tedious tasks for no real big payoff, you know what I mean?
This bad from Skirk. Does she have a job or something?
Yeah.
No. After what we saw at Wami Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? I'll be collecting my paycheck now, Bob. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all
And she's sitting right there.
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward.
You heard all that?
Yeah, Paimon.
Sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't.
Then, did you by chance happen to...
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
Ooh. Guess you did, huh?
Sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start, but...
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get...
Wait, what about...
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. Let's get some sleep, Traveler.
Skirk is stubborn. Even I try to convince her to take it easy. I doubt she'd listen. Like, you know what this is doing for me? I feel this is more setup than anything. Like, and here's where I will give Genshin. Like, the backstory is interesting. I think they could have handled it a little bit better. The training's just annoying. Like, you could have made it a little bit more fun. But if this is like just the start, if they're extending the game and they're gonna actually have her be like more involved of a character, I think this would be awesome. But definitely like follow up with this, because I want more from Skirk here.
Quiet.
Ooh, she's talking to someone.
Even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You
Run, Skirk.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. Wait, Skirk? Have you been...
Recovered your strength.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take...
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity.
Oh yeah, her colors are glowing again. Okay.
But somehow, no. I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days.
Ooh, sounds like...
Thanks.
Do we have to wait 2 days? I swear. I swear, we better not have to wait 2 days. Okay, never mind. Okay, this is fun. This is interesting.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already.
No idea.
Should she be awake by now? Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Be right back.
Oh, and then when Paimon leaves, she's gonna wake up, isn't she? And we're gonna have that one-on-one talk. You again. Okay.
This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams.
Oh, is this young Skirk? Is that what's happening here?
There is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate. Actually, I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. Call it fate if you want. I think that's the word they use in the... Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here.
Why is there so many Cliffs Morphos?
You know that this river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. But, as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past, and all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through...
You must learn to shut out.
This isn't my first taste of failure.
The answer to one mystery invites another. Let's follow the river upstream.
Okay, we're getting a little bit more, so it could get better. I'm going way too far ahead. Whoa. Isn't that the picture I drew for Paimon? Why is it showing up in Skirk's memories?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet.
Is that it's a shade, right? The shade that attacked them at the very start of the game?
Made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away.
Why?
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason...
I feel like if she gets more involved, though, that's gonna get very interesting. You know what I mean? Because if she saw that, that means she came after us, right? Again, I think if this is just set up and they're planning to do more with her, I'm fine with it. To give Hoyo some credit.
It takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, no one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day,
Whoa.
take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
So that's what I told you. Whoa.
Why do you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human
Oh.
loss. You have, but as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus, pain dampens over time. And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now,
That is what Skirk's master, the Foul.
At one point in time. So that's not his final form.
Of course, he could appear as a beast.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Serology is terrifying.
Serology. It's Sertology. Okay, Sertology.
The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience.
See, I wonder if he's gonna be playable though, Sertology, or is he gonna be like the captain? You know.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Serology.
Or oh, she didn't come to the earth. She was walking and then she saw the sand on the ground as when we descended. That's what probably happened, right? At least that's what I think. Okay.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand.
Damn, so this guy's like, I want a opponent, a worthy opponent.
Fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary. In the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
See, and I want to see his final form now. Like, if this is Genshin's attempt to, like, look, this is like, if this is their plan for like Mondstadt, where it's like, hey, we may be coming to the final nation, but there's a whole other world to explore with the Abyss, with Serology, and Skirk as well. If they do that, it's fine, right? At least that's how I feel. I think it should be okay if it's like just focusing on that to extend the game, because I still want to know more about Skirk. I want Skirk to be part of, like, her decision to be a part of that would be sick by the end.
Sea of stars. The cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear in.
Yes, Master. From that day forward, after some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control. It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel.
Sir, is that when she said never try to hide it is ulterior motive? What really happened with the disaster back then?
I almost don't want to reach the end.
Ooh, we made it to the top.
These are Skirk's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed every. This is Skirk's homeland.
Okay.
She was so curious about everything as a child. Always skipping school to go exploring instead.
If this story quest ends with Skirk deciding as a character to become involved into that and help the traveler out, I'll get the Skirk. I'll try and get Skirk. That's how it's gonna go. That's my decision now. If nothing happens, then I won't roll for Skirk.
Bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end.
And what was that merchant ship? Was that a spaceship?
It was a spaceship.
I knew it. I knew it. I called it.
Wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet. Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved, friends and relatives, the little girl who lived next door, the shop owner with the bad leg, the bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash.
Damn.
Consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too.
Wait, Sertology was on that planet? What? Is that why we haven't seen him into that?
As to why any of this was happening. Because she and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity. Even further research revealed that, over time, for that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped.
And all those innocent people. Yep.
Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped. No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings... Skirk is waiting over there. We're both up. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose.
What are we gonna do? And we're going to the very top.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get...
Wait, then you must be... Yeah, I called it. I called it, though. It's kind of obvious.
Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind. Stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses. Those discarded aspects of your past selves. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here.
Damn.
Resistance makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most... Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses. Emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together on the grand scale of the entire universe. Maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
Ooh.
Exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here.
And look around. Look, you cast aside your dreams and curiosity. And in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength.
And do you think that means I should seek help from a weak little...
The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come face you, that proves it.
Saying that, I knew, to be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because all those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death at...
I'm sick of being a kid.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
There we go. That's a happy resolution.
Thank you.
I should be thanking.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end.
Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Is it gonna rebuild the bridges?
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
That isn't true strength.
After hearing his answer, an idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Seyorias, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Sounds like you have your work cut out for you.
Not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because, although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the soul. I know, and it's not something I want. But he's no longer into that. But he sends me.
Whoa, I called it.
Now and then. Most of them are simple greetings or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life.
I called it too. I'm like, he's probably not onto that, is he?
Be ready.
Yeah, if he does attack, I'll help you. Because if we want to build a world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. I want to know who the invaders were, though. Because are we going to have to fight the invaders then?
Oh, you're finally awake. Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then you're both okay. But
What does it look like?
You look like you have your strength back.
From the source can cleanse the rot and filth that. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight.
okay. So, but whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks.
All right, it's about time.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This
Finally.
I'm not going to tell you to hold back, but having digested, the good news is we have no reason to pull.
Wait. We go back and fight him? We can fight him? Are we gonna see his like physical form? Hold on. Maybe we can salvage this. Story quest. Maybe it could be okay. Also, what's with my internet connection? Hold on, really quick. I need to see something. No, I'm okay. Everything looks okay. Bro, I'm at like, oh my gosh, my drop frames on OBS is crazy. Is it Twitch that's acting up? Is everyone on Twitch doing okay? Is everyone on Twitch doing okay? Yeah, everyone's doing fine on Twitch. Okay, cool. We're doing cool. Okay. Yeah, I wanted more of a reaction today, but honestly, I don't know. I'm not even that tired. But I think just the story is just not... I'll be honest, the Skirk story quest is kind of dull. Like, it's a lot of good backstory and setup. But it's kind of like, eh. Like, I feel like playing through it, you can also, like, just make it a lot more interesting. Especially because I just played Wuwa. Okay, we don't have to go all the way down.
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that?
That's how the foul used. That's Skirk's master.
The subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is back to them. He represents ultimate power. We know...
Okay. Nervalette isn't here this time.
I'm gonna do a full breakdown of my pros and cons for this, okay? The big thing is, like, I hate this right now. Just how hard it is. I hope we learn at least his origin too, you know?
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Real quick, I want to see Skirk's constellation. Okay, we have that. Artifacts going crazy. Yeah, I just hate how I only have 2 characters for this. That's actually the biggest thing that sucks right now. I like her move though. It reminds me of Arlecchino's ability. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Haven't had enough of my power.
All right, that was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. Okay. Ooh, okay, we got a face.
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me. No such power. Such
Conria.
Instincts. So you must be.
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers. This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk.
Hundreds of years.
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history.
Of course. Might as well. Take...
Ooh, backstory.
A noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents.
Damn, that's kind of messed up.
Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where we were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
Interesting.
Sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility.
Ooh.
But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you.
Ooh.
Was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day, and we can spar like we used.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Wise indeed.
Disciple?
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to...
What? What? Wait, what?
Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Red for news.
Well, all Vedifenir said was that one day the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course.
That's crazy. That's a crazy name for Skirk.
Would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self.
I'll be leading them. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk
waiting.
Was that the whale?
Primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal.
Yeah.
Already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state.
Your heart? That sounds like...
Because, of course.
So, you use the Kirk even with that whale's ability. Devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart.
You're right. I should have known better, but I miss your master. I miss the days.
After the beating we just...
Sertologi's disciple. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist.
I love how now he's like a cosmic threat, you know, beyond to that. It's kind of sick.
All the while, standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb. Or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh.
Ooh.
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in... First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, it was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. You're right. That battle...
Exactly. I think one where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles, after which all can come to an end. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his... What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such...
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now...
I can, but not through death. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness. Along with all the impurities will dissipate. And under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process.
I accept. If we are climbers in the dark, at least.
I will reach the top of this mountain, and you, Skofnunger, will be my witness. At the end of all...
Okay, then.
Finally over. Let's get out of here.
Leave the unstable abyss.
At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time.
That is true, Paimon. Leave. Dang, imagine one of the sinners. They're not on Tevat anymore. How about like the strongest people in Tevat actually left Tevat? That would be so interesting.
Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. Weird. Wow. You said today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon.
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh. It's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the moment.
Wait, it's not real? Did she just say that? It's beautiful, I agree.
Full of bubbles has to burst. We will... Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, though we gaze upon a false sky.
She said it again. What?
Is palpable.
Like, is anyone taking notes here?
Going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse.
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head.
Yeah, it's clearly.
Filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter if it's too big a job for one person, then we've met so many amazing friends.
I suppose when it comes to you, and well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. One without war, pain. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Of course, Master.
If that's what...
Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than...
Yeah, she is a little bit nicer.
Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can
All right. We got a ton of things. What the heck?
In my role as champion duelist.
Use the notes. It says play the notes. Do we have the notes somewhere? All right, so I think it's time. I think it is time. One to claim this. And you know what? I enjoyed it. Okay, so let's do a full breakdown, okay? Since we're under the stars here of how I feel. I think starting off it was a little bit weird cuz it's like, oh, you need the hook. It's like, oh, something's wrong with the traveler, right? And so we had to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, which is okay, leeway. And then we got checked out. It said, oh, a power I cannot handle because it's not a physical wound. And then we run into Skirk in leeway, which I thought was really funny. And I like the moment of like explaining, hey, the reason why no one mentions Skirk is because Skirk wipes their memories, okay? Because she doesn't want to have an effect on the world. I thought all that was really interesting and good. I think the problem, and I think a lot of people are going to have this issue, I'm going to be honest, as someone who's been playing this game a while. This Skirk quest, she's one of the most anticipated characters for Genshin, absolutely. Ever since Fontaine, everyone's freaking out. Like, she took out the narwhal instantly. Like, insane, her power levels. I think the issue was with the training. I think the training was boring and tedious. It really didn't add anything. You could have just had a montage of this instead of us doing training, you know? Of like, hey, avoid the beam. We've already done that before. Like, it would have been cool as if we unlocked a power to toggle between our elements without using the statues. That would have been sick. A huge improvement for quality of life for the game. And that would mean too, if we could harness that ability, it would make people want to play the Traveler more. Now, that being said, we didn't get that. We just got more training. Nothing really changed. And I think that's like my biggest issue with this quest, the story quest. Also, like, you could tell I was not like, I think the biggest thing too is I wasn't like freaking out. I was trying to like pretend and like over exaggerate a little bit for some of the cool moments. But thank you, Raiden. I appreciate it. But I don't know. I just feel like it could have been better. Just the way they handled the train. Because I've seen really great story quests. I think my favorite is I think Arlecchino has a good one. I like I think Diaz was pretty good. I like Diaz a little bit. But like, I don't know, just some, or not Archon quests, you know, story quests. So there are ways to make some interesting story quests. I just feel like Skirk should have been S tier.
Alone and unchanging.
Yeah. So here, I'm gonna pause this real quick. So I don't know. I just feel that it just could have been so much better, especially because it's Skirk. Now, if they have an Act 2, I hope they absolutely improve upon it and make it a lot more fun. But honestly, it gave me more quality of life of, let's say, Natlan more than anything, which I'm not looking forward to Natlan, especially with Dainsleif, because he's not voiced. And he's been voiced in the others. So that's going to make me so disappointed when I play it. So I'm not going to play it today. But as someone who's been playing Genshin Impact a while, I know the strikes were happening. I know voices were muted. It's just frustrating to deal with that. But also gameplay-wise, I feel like someone said best Fontaine. I think Fontaine was one of the best nations they did across the board. Everything was just perfect. Natlan, on the other hand, was a mixed bag. It had some of the best moments of Genshin of what was in Fontaine and some of the worst. And one of the worst was, as much as I love Mawika's backstory, looking back on it, every time you had to walk slowly for a stupid mission, I wanted to pound my head because it really didn't add anything. And you had a lot of that in the Skirk story quest. Like, you had training, and then you had to walk. As much as it's cool to learn about her backstory, visually it's not appealing because it's just the ghosts, which Genshin has done in the pack, but this was like atrociously overblown. Couldn't have any shadows or anything. Of like set, like it's just a blank field. You could have had like buildings and stuff, like something else, just a little bit more, especially because it's Skirk, you know. So I thought her arc though was really good. I did like her learning to sort of open up and saying, hey, maybe my emotions aren't necessarily bad because, you know, I'm realizing it, bottling up everything isn't necessarily a solution. And I think that's a good message to have. And Skirk is an amazing character to do that. I did like the tidbits of lore, especially with her confirming she is from another planet. Also, knowing that one of the sinners is off Teyvat. They can travel outside of Teyvat, which is super interesting. And also, abyssal power isn't necessarily evil if you can harness it that way. So there's just a lot. I want to see the final form of what the foul is going to look like. That interests me. I hope this was the start of a long continuation of Genshin Impact. So once they pass all 7 nations, especially Nod Cry, now Snezhnaya after, they can explore more of what Teyvat actually is with the false sky. Like, this is adding some extensions to the game. And I hope they don't make a Genshin 2. I hope they just keep going with it so you can save your progress. Or if they do a Genshin 2 for storage reasons, you can transfer over your file data for characters and all the small stuff. You know, that would be sick if they did that. You know? But gameplay wise, I was having a little bit of fun with her. I still have to get used to her. I just big gripe of mine with Skirk. I did not like in the story mission how it was only you and I get it, it's you and the Traveler, but they've done story missions in the past where you have had like it just being the Traveler and Dainsliff or whatever, and you could do your other characters. You could do a 4 round. And I want to see what her team comp would be. With my team comp, it was her and everyone else, but I didn't get that. That rubbed me the wrong way. Because it was just tedious it's training, not really that fun with gameplay because it's just the two of you, even if they gave you heal packs. And then the villain, the cinematics were cool. But the overall fight with the villain was just kind of like, it's all right. It could be better. So that's where I stand at least. I think Skirk is cool. I'm gonna roll for Skirk in a little bit. I liked her enough. I'm gonna roll for her, especially because she's becoming more of an integral part of the story. I've been saving up Primo gems for a while now, and I saw the leaks for 5.8 for the new character. I'll be honest. She's an Electro type character. I already have a lot of Electro type characters. And I'm also I've been saving up. I have 200 or 20 rolls. 20 pulls I can do. And I'd rather just do it on Skirk right now and then start saving up. Because I know they're gonna, once Not Cry happens, which will be a while, then you have Sneznaya, and then hopefully more cool characters. So I have a long period of time. To save up for those. So I'm going to spend it now so I can get Skirk and then, But yeah, that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. So thank you, Raiden. I appreciate you talking. But if I had to rank her character design, I would say people have gripes with it. People are like, I liked her design better with when she was first introduced in Fontaine, but I understand to make her playable they need to spice her up a little bit. I don't mind her design. I think it's actually pretty cool with the star patterns and stuff. The one thing I will say is I understand the frustration with her powers and her stats. I know her stats aren't the greatest. Because if I pull up right now, right? Because I have I'm screen sharing right now. Let's say Skirk stats. Oh, I thought it was so corny when her parents. I'll say Skirk build. There we go. SS exploration, main DPS S. Okay. So she's okay. She can freeze as her light. That's her weapon. Yeah. So I'll roll for her. I'll roll for her. But yeah. So I have 200. I'm gonna pull for her, and I already set it for her weapon, so we're gonna do that after. So let's do it. Oh yeah, my ranking. So story quest wise, I'd give this a solid B+. Or no, not B+. I don't think it deserves a B+. That's a fucking lie. Because I have to compare it to other story quests. I'll give this a C+. It did some it satisfied me because we got a great character and flushed her out a little bit. We got to see more of her. With cool cinematics. But beyond that, I feel like there was a lot of problems I had with the story quest that could have been more fun. Mostly game mechanics. But yeah, that's my final ranking. Anyways, let's roll for Skirk. Come on, give me Skirk. Gold, gold, gold. Oh, okay, never mind. We got stupid purple. It's been a while since I pulled 2 for this. So let's see if we get any characters here. Or any good weapons. Ooh, okay, I got the widths. So not the best first pull, but that's okay. Luckily, I have 19 more pulls, so we're good. We're chilling. Oh, we got it! We got it! Yeah! Holy shit. Second try. Second try. Dude, I know people who pulled, did not get her.
And earn the right to speak to me as an equal.
That's crazy. Oh! I got both! I got both! That's crazy. Second pull too. That's insane. Okay. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna pull for a sword and then I'll go back. Okay, purple. That's all right. That's all right. All right, it's a good day today. It's a good day today. Ooh, I already have Faruzan, so it's gonna give me her bonus. At least I get more constellations for Faruzan. I don't really level her up, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, see? All right, I'm pulling for your weapon. Give me your weapon. Second pull, second pull. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't want to skip because I like revealing. Moonlight. Is that good? I don't know if that's good. Okay, I'm at... That was 5 pulls. We have 15 more to go. Not getting your weapon. Favonius Lance. Okay. That'll come in handy, I think. Ooh, okay. Three 4 stars? That's crazy. All right. 6th pull. Oh, come on. I swear, is her sword going to be the hardest thing to get in this game? Favonius Lance, I got you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Yeah, I'm just going to skip. Weapons we can skip. Finally! Finally! There we go. There we go. Oh, that was a pain in the butt. Show me the money. What? I did not want that. Come on, give me gold again. Seriously? Gold, 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 gold. Nope. It's over. It's over. One more pull and then I'm going to do my other 9. Come on. It's my stupid sword. Okay, wow. Wow. I see how you are, Genshin. Okay. Wait. What does this mean? His mechanic includes once you charted a course towards your chosen weapon, you will obtain 1 fate point upon raising a 5 that's not the one you chose. But I just did that. Okay, whatever. Okay, we'll do it one more time then. Because I have it. Hold on, I'm looking this up before we do anything. Because I don't want to spend money, or not money, but primos on something. Oh, okay. I see what it means. So just keep rolling. Oh, come on. Seriously. The next 5-star. Come on. Oh, seriously. Oh, I got Candace. Okay. Again. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Took me a little bit. We finally got it. So basically the way it works is if you get the path, if you get a 5-star that's not your weapon, you're guaranteed the next time you pull a 5-star to get your weapon. There we go. Azurite. Okay, we're good. Oh, that was such a pain in the butt. Okay. Now, let's see if I can... kind of want to upgrade Shen He. Got Candace again. I don't really use Candace though. Let's give us some extra chances then. Well, I've already committed to Skirk, so might as well. Should I do Skirk or should I just do Shen He or save up? I mean, I did get...
But human life is not...
Here, let's just look and see what we have right now. I did get Skirk, so I'm happy. And I got Sayu too. Reason beyond reason. And then weapons, of course. Gotta give her a weapon. I only have 2 5-star swords? What? Okay, now attributes.
Dew at dawn, or a bubble.
I want to see what Shenny gets if we did her. Spirit summoning can be used one more time. Okay.
Rising through water. Transitory.
Okay, so that's Shen He's ability. What about Skirk's ability if we level her up a constellation? Absorbs a crystal blade to attack, dealing 500% of it as cryo damage. Okay. Yeah, I think Skirk is just better. So let's not spend it on Shenhe. Since Skirk is I mean, you're probably gonna get more Shenhe banners. Let's see. Okay, so we got another one for him. Another one for Candace, even though I don't use Candace. Again? Seriously? I just want Skirk one more time, please. Oh, seriously? Okay. And I guess we can do this because we have 68. I mean, nothing changes. Since we're rolling, you know. Okay, we got Kujo-Sara again. Give me someone I actually use though, please. Ooh, okay. I got Auron, you know. I said Auron. Okay, I used up everything. Oh! Oh, Shenhe! Or not Shenhe. Why say Chi-Chi? Holy shit. Okay, I think we won, guys. I think we won. All right. Cause before you were just a 4-star, right? Yeah, look at all of that stuff I got. That's crazy. Yeah, weren't you just a 4-star? Now she's 5-star? That's crazy. Let's see what happens. Charge cryo increased 15%. That's crazy. See, now I gotta play Candace now, because look at this. Oh, and Kujo-Sara, look at that. It's just full now. All right, time to level up Skirk's weapon. Bro, you Skirk? I did. Thank you, Dragon King, for popping in. That's what I was going for. I got Skirk's weapon and Skirk, so. Bro, it's gonna go insanely hard. We're gonna level up her weapon, then I'll play Skirk.
Illusion shattered. Midnight center. Evil look. Shoot on sight into the shadows.
Oh, this guy's easy. Oh, these boss fights are gonna be easy. Yeah, to level up Skirk's weapon. Oh my goodness.
outlines your fate. Drink, hunt them down. Ready.
Look at that. Look at that damage. Use 20. Leave domain. So I'm gonna pull out Skirk for you. If you want to see Skirk, I'll pull out Skirk. There we go.
Let's take a walk.
I got her sword too. I got it on 20 pulls. I got Skirk. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Yeah, especially because I have a... I'm going to do Electro Cryo lineup. So now I'm just going to level up her weapon. I got to do this a couple more times. Artifacts. Artifact recommendations. Finale of the Deep. Apparently I have one. Nice, bro. Yeah, that's my flex for today. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't digging her story quest. Like, I honestly thought she is a character great. I thought her story quest was lacking. Not gonna lie. Here, actually, you know what? Let's test her. You're right. You're right. Let's test her. I'm going to do this.
Chivalry will never die.
I know my party level is lower just because Skirk is still 20.
There is no escape. Looted.
Are you happy though you got Skirk too? Because I am. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Holy shit. Bro, paired with the Raiden? Oh my gosh, I found the dream team here.
Shoot on sight.
Oh, and if I keep leveling up Skirk, it's gonna be over, dude.
No, my soul. Power. Illusion shattered. Into the shadows. Someone else.
Oh, rip. Well, I just killed Skirk there.
Outlines your fate. Let me weep. Time to testify. Shine down.
It's easy. I'll just bring back Skirk. It's okay. Yeah, I was saving up a while though for this moment because I like had 20 pulls. So I've been saving a while to get Skirk. Nice.
Illusion shattered. No, my sword.
Ready.
Me too much hard for Primo. Yeah. Build Skirk. Yeah. Well, that's the plan. That's why I'm doing this. See, I just got enough to level up her weapon. You know what annoyed me? I kid you not, 10 pulls. 10 pulls just for her weapon. I got her on the second pull. Her weapon, 10 pulls. I was like, seriously? Like, I mean, her weapon's cool, but like, my God. I wanted to rip my eyes out. I was like, I'm spending so much. It shouldn't be this much. That's the crazy part. There we go. I got a lot of money though, so we're good. There we go. Ascend. Let's do more damage with your weapon. Wait, is it? Look, bro, look. I know, right? Well, I at least am happy I got both. I know people who didn't get either. And they were like wanting Skirk. So I'm very fortunate in that regard. Yeah, I also know. Okay. Apparently people are saying Skirk is the best cryo now for DPS. I don't know if that's true. It probably is. I just don't know if it is. Oh my gosh, 400. That's crazy. Okay. Gotta forge stuff. Yes, bro. Yeah, it is. Okay. That's good. That's why I'm building her weapon. That's why I saved up for a weapon. Because I know those are exclusive. And like, if you don't get it, then it sucks. Sucks to suck. Okay. Filter by character. Oh my God. Really? You can do that? Forget Skirk. You can filter out your things. You don't know how useful that is? Oh, already level 80? Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Don't worry, I'm getting there. I'm doing her weapon first, of course. I mean, I have the materials to do it. Oh, never mind. I don't have the Mora. Ah, I don't have the Mora.
All things come to an end.
Yo, thanks for the follow, Medusa. I appreciate it. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, you know where I could get lots of Mora from? I just realized. If I go to the shop, I have a lot that I just saved up. Look at that. Because I'm not going to use it anytime soon. Might as well use it for Skirk. How am I liking Skirk so far? Really fun. Okay. Here, I think I told this to Dragon King here. Here's my gripe with Skirk. This is more the story quests. I couldn't test her out with my party because it wanted me to use just the Traveler and her. And I felt that was unfair. Now that I actually am building her into my party, I feel much better about her. That's where I am right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Her weapon's almost complete. Let's level her up. There we go. Oh, we almost have it. Yeah, no, but Skirk is super fun. Like she reminds me of who is it? Arlecchino when she glides with her ability. And I love that. Cuz it makes it more fun to travel. And look how beautiful she looks. I actually love her design. Yeah, right? Right? Bro. It's just so good. It's kind of nice. Let's see. Craft. I almost have enough. Here, I just need to buy stuff. So, luckily, I'm smart about it. I leveled up my Serenity pot just for this moment too. You know what I mean? Because since I maxed it out, I get currency, which I can use to spend. Which also, once I level up Arlecchino, I'll switch her out for Skirk. So I can get companions to ship stuff. Which people don't know. This is super useful. If you... Oh, no, not that. Sold out. Oh, what? Can I not buy it? Oh, item refresh. It's already bought it. That's why. Okay. Maybe notes. I'll buy notes. Yeah, but this is super helpful. If you need like resources and stuff.
If you ever...
Wait, does she go crazy? Talent demo. Oh, you can... Oh, that's what it means. Okay. Talent reference. Okay. Whoa, I like the new sound effects. Okay, there we go. There we go. I got her to level 50. There you are. And then I can level this up too. Look at how much I have saved up. I could just keep going. That's going to help with Nod Cry. Absolutely, probably, right? By having Skirk so buffed. Right? Bro, do you know she changed her outfit? Yeah, well, it's not... they didn't put it in yet, though, right? It's coming. She has a new outfit coming, right? Soon. I'll give her the Concealing Snow wings to make it cool. Yeah. Artifacts. I mean, since I'm already level 10, might as well just buff her up, you know? Since I have all this Mora that I just spent money on. Let's do this. Let's do stuff I'm not going to use. This one, this one, this one. $15. Okay.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
There we go. I maxed out her Wait, what? What is this? Reshape? I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm gonna just save it for now. Yeah, when her new skin comes out, I'm gonna be excited.
Be a bit. Where do we all nice? However, they say that hind sleep, the wind sweep. I bought. Oh, get some sleep. During my, if you master in my, I tried back when I was. Ugh, food goes down. An improve. Search, extinguish, merciless, and paradigms into power. Mine, your heart, a treasure buried in time. I'm taking over. Watch this. Someone, am I? All alone. You need. Okay, let's take a walk.
You may consume Dust of Enlightenment to reallocate enhancements of minor effects to fully leveled 5 artifacts. You may select 2 minor effects. Selected reshaping will restore total of enhancements. Okay, so it's if you want to change the stats. I think I'm fine with my stats though. You can max artifacts? Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it as is though. I'll test her out too. Since she's stronger now too.
Body and mind.
Shine down into the shadows.
Look at her with Raiden, dude. Look at that pair. Dude, Raiden and Skirk are broken. And I have that Archon quest I still have to do, but I kind of don't want to do it. Actually, let's do this. I just need one more. One more and then, or 2 more actually. Yeah, 2 more. And then I can level up her sword. Hey, look, there's no warning. That's how powerful I've become. So maybe I should start with this.
Illusion shattered. Red outlines your fate. Witness
it. Inazuma shines eternal. Hunt them down. Loaded.
Yeah, I'll fix it to a Skirk team. This is me more just testing her out.
know my sword. Rain outlines your fate.
Ready.
I just need 2. Okay, we're good. Okay, I have 7. Now this thing. Gotta fight these things. No! Oh, that's so frustrating. Pain. That's rough.
Shoot on sight. Load it.
Illusion shattered.
I didn't know. I swear, if it resets, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, it didn't. Cool.
Into the shadows.
No! That's why I hate fighting in Netland! Oh, I'll be back. You're good, Dragon King. I swear, every single time I fight on a cliff, I always fall off it. It's so annoying. RIP, RIP. That's great. We love that. I have to defeat this stupid thing without falling off the map. Oh, finally.
to testify.
Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
The stars.
Aw, rip, dude.
Illusion shattered. Take them. I have no need.
Okay, we're good. We have more than enough. We're just gonna keep boosting our weapon. When all pyre are either hydro or cryo, there are at least one hydro or cryo. Your own party's elemental skill levels increased by 1. Oh, so I gotta do all cryo and hydro party to make the most of Skirk. Okay. 7. All right, let's level up our weapon. Oh my, 600. Oh my gosh. Yeah, our sword does a lot. The heck? Let's add a healer in.
I will bring my notebook.
What do you mean party level slower than usual? I think it's fine. Oh, the entire party has to be that way.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain, outline. Evil looks. Shoot on sight.
Mine to wield.
Just someone else.
Yeah, we're leaving the domain. I need to build a better team. That was rough. Let's do. How about this? We'll do some dailies. We'll save some resources, and then what we'll do is we'll after we do the dailies, we can do some whatever it's called, so we can level up Skirk. Because I think our level's just too low too. Because what does she need to level up? We have everything. Bro, look at her gauge for her ability.
Ready. No, my soul. Into the void. Annihilate. Into the shadows.
Which honestly, I do have a whole cryo squad I could do. Hydro will be a little bit tougher. I could manage, but yeah. I mean, I have Dahlia.
Ready. Loaded.
Well, that was easy. There we go. We can collect our loot and then we can do some other things too.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Oh, what? They actually rewarded us? That's crazy. Dang, I got some more rewards out of it too. Nice.
Body and mind. What is the situation?
No, my sword. Another dog goes out.
Ready. Hunt them down. Shine down. Fearless. Paradigm shift.
Okay, so we got that. I gotta try out this guy too. Because I got him too and he's new. Dahlia. He's also a femboy, so I mean... Hey, Indomitable, what's up? I just got Skirk, so I'm happy. I know, and I still have to edit my old one, dude. We have to do it. I'm working on it tomorrow. Don't worry. I have it in my calendar. She's gonna come such in handy for like annoying slimes too. That's what I'm excited for.
Am I still
Rip.
weak?
Loaded.
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Let me weave you a bird. Now you shall perish.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't still. Yeah. Dude, I've been busy.
Another test.
Rain outlines your fate.
Inazuma shines eternal. Illusion shattered.
Time to act.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight into the shadows.
That tingle?
Hunt them down.
That's actually really sick.
Now you shall perish. Loaded. Barbados sent me. This should be fun. Anyone else? Surprise baptism. Yeah.
I don't see his stats. Oh, he's C? Oh, he's not that great. Okay, good. I'll just have him to parade him around because he's a fen boy. That's what I'll do. Yeah, we'll do that. I feel like Arlecchino on the team will like have
an insurmountable problem, I presume. I hear you've got a job for me.
Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone. It's been a long stream. Honestly, I'm just grinding now. I'm spending so much resources on upgrading Skirk, which, oh my gosh, look at her level right now. Level 60 almost. We're getting there. I just need to save up more. Hero wits. I'm doing pretty well with her thing, and we maxed out one of her artifacts. And all we need is the second piece to get extra damage. But yeah, so far I've been enjoying her a lot. And the happiest thing for me is getting her sword. So we'll try and save up. I'm going to see if I can get at least a couple more pulls before the event's over in 19 days to pull some more Skirk. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm just happy. This took forever. And I mean forever to get that thing. It was so annoying, but we got Azurite eventually because it's a cool sword. And we got Chi-Chi to level 5 of 5-star. So that's insane. So yeah, I'm going to call stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let's do this real quick before we end. I'm going to go back to over here and we're going to go full screen. All right. Later, everyone. Adios. Good night and take care of yourselves. Peace. I'm gonna fall asleep.